thought of a question.
Yes.
Let's ask
Okay.
a question.
Okay.
Dano, what was your first job?
My first.
Like paying government taxes job, like first time. Like I had to be 16 to start working back.
Yeah.
So what was your first gig?
My first gig was a grocery store. I worked in the grocery. I was able to skip bagging and
Yes.
checking because my mom was kind of a real big deal up in St. Louis at a grocery store there called Schnucks.
Yeah,
A lot of people
yeah.
heard of
Yeah.
Schnucks. She had worked her way up pretty good in there, and then my older brother kind of was able to get a decent job at Schnucks because of her. And then
It's who you know.
because of
It's
my
who you
older
know.
brother, I was able to go straight to grocery, which that was kind of a big deal because it obviously paid way better than bagging. And but I did. It was a night. It was a night.
Stocking shelves.
Yeah, overnight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
At the family grocery, basically.
Yeah, and I remember the year I worked there was when the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card came out, and a brand new brand of baseball cards
So maybe not top, maybe
called.
not fleet.
It wasn't Top or Fleet. It was. Oh my God! It's right on the tip
But
of
a
my
new
tongue.
one.
It was a new one, and there was a Ken Griffey Jr. card that was like supposed to be like the hot thing. And we were, me and my older brother were kind of into cards at the time. And I was working overnight. And so sometimes I would stock them, but I would get done packing the cereal aisle. And as I was bringing all my cardboard boxes back to the warehouse to crush them, sometimes I'd grab about 6 packs of those cards.
Hoping.
to
And I'd
God.
take
Ken
them in.
Griffey
I'd
was
take them
in
in the
there.
back, and I was opening them up, and I was trying to get this Ken Griffey Jr. I got caught. My manager realized I was stealing these cards, and he was like, he was cool. He was just like, don't do it anymore. I was like, okay. But as I was doing it, I got one.
Oh, no.
I got a Ken Griffey Jr. card, and the fucking corner was already fucked, and it was a brand new pack.
But it had been jacked on
But
the
it's
side.
somehow been jacked up in the corner.
Yeah.
Then there's a big controversy. You can find like a big documentary about it on like YouTube or whatever show. It was a scam. That card got actually popular, and then it started getting raging popular. Like Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie card is a huge deal. So the company started printing sheets of just Ken Griffey Jr. cards.
Back when they were originally printing them.
When they were originally
Okay,
printing them.
yeah.
So then but nobody knew they were doing this, but they
they're
were still
saturating
going
them.
for, they were saturating them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
the whole company got like major fuckered, and I don't even think they exist anymore now because they were screwing people by
Fuckered.
just trying to get them to buy more cards to get Ken Griffey Jr.'s card.
Yeah. Put
And
that
I remember
heat,
that-
sprinkling salt in that heat in there.
Yeah. That was my story from my first paying
Like
gig.
Lotto.
Yeah.
Lotto.
Before Lotto. Where'd you work, T?
So, paying taxes, no. But my first version of a job, I was like 11, and we were shipped to New Jersey because we had lost my great uncle, and so we hung out in New Jersey for about a month. And during that same time, my uncle Greg had a store called Nan Pratt's, and it was a deli in New Jersey, and it was like it was a deli donut shop kind of idea.
Mafia type shit?
Maybe.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
Maybe.
Probably not
There's no
supposed to
maybe
ask.
about it. There's no
Maybe.
maybe about it.
Okay.
And so-
Continue.
I learned to run the cash
Her
register.
grandparents' name is Guido. So
Well, my
yes.
grandmother's last name is Guido,
That's cool.
Yeah.
her last
That's
name-
mafia as fuck.
and my maiden name is Pugliese. So
You 11 years old working at the deli.
yeah,
Okay, keep going.
So,
That's why I love this question.
I was 11, 12-ish, and so I worked the cash register for a little while, but I was 11, so I couldn't, and it wasn't one of those cash registers that gave you the change number.
Right.
You had to count fucking change, and I was doing very poorly.
Right.
And because I was under pressure. So I became my cousin's babysitter, and he was like 8 months old. My cousin Dan was 8 months old. And so basically my Aunt Angela was like, hey, why don't you take Danny and maybe, watch after him while you're here, blah, blah, blah. My brother was back in the back making donuts, making deli sandwiches, all kinds of
Feeding
cool
trucks
shit.
and
And
shit.
he was only 13. Like
Loading
fucking
trucks up
like-
full of mink coats,
right.
shotguns, and shit.
So they're working the shit out of us little.
Jody's watched a lot of
Cigarettes.
movies.
Cartons made out of wood.
Cartons
made out of wood.
Right.
When it came to jobs,
bodies.
I would say that was technically my first jobby job. But I will say that my first tax-paying job was Arby's when I was 18 years old in Cincinnati.
Oh,
yeah,
see?
yeah. I got a job
action.
at Arby's probably the second week I lived in Cincinnati. I needed a job, obviously. You're 18. I was actually married at the time. I'm married.
Making ends meet.
Making ends meet.
Fucking got married at 18. And anyway, and I loved it. I actually loved the people there. It was a great place. And I actually worked my way to working back in a slicer. Yeah. So I got off the cash registers.
You got promoted to slicer?
Dude, I went from cash register to fries to slicer.
That's the last place I need to be.
Finger.
Right?
Lose a finger.
Yeah. How about you with your finger?
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother deal.
That's a whole other story.
First job,
What was your first job?
What was yours?
I was the first employee of the first Subway in Marshfield.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were building it still whenever I got hired, so I got to actually wash walls and do,
Wash
sauce.
walls.
Sandwich.
Yeah,
You
I
got to wash walls.
But I mean,
Well, you were part of it actually getting built?
Actually being built. I got
wow.
hired. Yeah. When
So
I was
like
16.
dust
16?
and stuff.
Yeah. And then I went on to be the sandwich maker.
Ooh. Sandwich
Yeah.
artist.
Artist.
Sandwich artist.
Sandwich artist.
Yes.
Gotta be real here.
Yeah.
Sandwich
Did you ever meet
awesome people?
Did you ever meet Jared?
I didn't know that was after I worked there. This was 92.
He wasn't
90.
the mouthpiece back then. This
90.
is the beginning.
91,
Mouthpiece?
92.
Okay,
was-
when you say mouthpiece, when you're talking about that Jared now, seems really strange.
Easy.
Yeah. That was before
Grab
Subway
it.
became kitty touchers.
Oh, don't
No.
be no kitty
I'm
toucher.
just joking.
How about you, Jody?
Oh, that's the mouthpiece thing.
right. See what I got there?
Slow.
Someone throwing at you?
Slow.
How about you?
So, Burger Station.
Burger
The
Station
day I turned 16.
in Marshfield?
Yeah. The first,
No, not Marshall.
your,
I have no idea.
Your mafia job, the first kid job.
Right.
My mafia job was, I was probably 13, and the Blue Monday Band, I think, needed a drummer. And so my dad and Bud Johnson and Hugh Walpo and Eddie Eugene decided that I would play drums well enough to do that. And
13.
And
Love
so
it.
at 13 years old at the Buffalo Bar on Commercial Street, I think I made my first like $40.
Nice.
And from that point
Good money.
on, then my dad,
That's what he was paying you as an adult.
Yeah.
that's what they still pay people as an adult, $40 fucking dollars.
$40,
5-piece
that's it.
band, $200.
That's it.
Yep.
Free
yep.
beer.
That's it. No, you know what? It's not. It's not even free beer anymore. It's like 2 drinks.
Half off.
You get
half off.
2
You get
drinks
well.
or half
Well.
off well drink
Well.
or domestics. You don't get free drinks.
Can't give you the Tito's.
No Tito's for you.
But you're welcome to the aristocrat.
Oh my God.
My Burger Station trick was a who you know though thing too, because my dad had a buddy named Mark, and Mark was the manager, and he was doing Dad a favor by putting Jody to work the day
Nice.
the day I turned 16. But that's super independent when you start making your own cash and stuff.
Hell
It was
yeah.
fun. It
Hell
was
yeah.
fun. And those were like
was great.
trailers. Remember the Burger Stations? Like,
Yeah.
It was a trailer, so you were in this trailer like half the size of
could
this
order
room
on
we're
both
in right now.
sides.
Yeah, it was
Right,
just run-
right.
Right.
Talk about efficiency.
That's right.
It was a grill and a fryer and a little hot thing over here,
And that's
they're
it.
buzzing both sides and
Yeah.
north side Springfield. And
There was
started
one
there.
over in the Venture parking lot. too.
Yes.
Venture.
Yes.
Oh my God, that
Venture.
store
Right there
Where
where
the Barnes and Noble-
where Barnes and
Yeah.
Noble is now.
Venture
Yeah.
Kmart. Venture Kmart.
Right in that area anyway.
Yeah.
Venture.
Black and white. Checky.
Tune in live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central.
On the Unsung Screamers Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter.
And check out our Unsung Screamers podcast.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Ah!